Stop procrastinating and watch your business soar.
We've all procrastinated in our lives in one form or another. Whether we put off an important paper for school or put off doing an oil change for our car, procrastination does a great job of adding that extra layer of unnecessary stress to our lives.
Yes. We encourage you to click the link in the description to get a free copy of our new ebook, Finding Your Freedom, the ultimate guide to starting a profitable online business.
Before we look into how procrastination is the weight that burdens our entrepreneurial spirit, we need to first look at what it is and how it affects us.
So why do we procrastinate? There are a lot of reasons why someone would procrastinate, and it isn't as black and white as the L word our parents used to use when they caught us playing video games instead of doing our homework.
Believe it or not, there's a psychological aspect of procrastination. No, not the kind of psychological aspect that you would get a doctor's note for so you can get leniency at school or work. But there's a lot of variables that come into play that explain why we procrastinate.
Procrastination has a lot of environmental variables as well. You would think procrastination would just be about our self-control. But there's a lot of factors that affect our self-control.
Exactly, like where you are or who you're with.
Yes, and if you're sitting on a beach with your laptop, then you're not likely going to get much done because of all the distractions around.
Right. Or if you're in a room full of friends, you're not going to get as much done as if you were sitting in an office with your boss right there.
You might be a little more productive with a pencil and paper in your hand than a video game controller.
That's true. When you get past the environmental variables, then you need to look into the factors of self-control and motivation.
Self-control. Our self-control is driven by a set of its own factors as well. Seriously, it might be just as well to set up a chart at this point.
No one is perfect, and there are some of us who suffer from mental setbacks, such as depression and anxiety.
These mental setbacks can make even the slightest of tasks seem really overwhelming.
Mm-hmm. Then a whole new slate of issues open up, from fear of failing the task to feeling as if there's no hope at this point.
If you want to get over any issues that are weighing you down with your self-control, then you might want to try pulling out the motivation card.
Motivation can be a great friend that helps prop up our dwindling self-control.
Imagine big motivation being a big muscular gym guy, spotting a lankier man named self-control.
So how does motivation help? Motivation and self-control go hand in hand. If your motivation for cleaning your room is a bar of chocolate, then you're most likely going to lay around all day, not getting much done until the very last moment.
Yeah. Okay, and if your motivation for cleaning your room is a brand new car or $1,000 of hard cash, then you better believe you're going to zip around that room like the Tasmanian devil until it's sparkling.
Exactly. Self-control alone isn't enough to push us through that hard jello wall of procrastination. Not only is there something in our way, most of the time it's us, but there's something holding us back as well.
It feels like even with the superhero team of self-control and motivation, we still have a hard time wading through the thick, sticky honey.
Right. Let's take a look at how you can stop procrastinating and watch your business soar.
You don't have a plan. When you don't have a plan in place, then it's easy to get overwhelmed by the crushing weight of being directionless.
Potential business owners whose only end goal is to make money with absolutely no steps in mind to get there will end up floundering like a fish out of water.
You have too big a plan. It's great that your plan is to make money by creating a product that will revolutionize the world. But how will you get there? You have the end goal in mind. It's big, it's great. But you're still just taking shots in the dark without taking that first step. The best way to get over this hump is to make smaller goals on your way to the bigger goal.
When you accomplish smaller goals, you feel rewarded. And your brain releases that reward-seeking chemical called dopamine. Dopamine is the reason why you can never fully quit games like Candy Crush. It's because you want to come back for the thrill of winning. When you are constantly winning, you are constantly full of dopamine. And you'll be constantly trying to get more dopamine.
Yeah.
It's an addiction, sure, but it's a good one.
Work smarter, not harder. There's a reason why our ancestors invented the wheel, because they could do more by doing way less. If you feel like you're doing so much work that it's becoming overwhelming, then start thinking about other options.
Do you need to hire somebody to delegate tasks to? Is there a way to automate your tasks so that it's not so difficult for you? Are you taking too many unnecessary steps? That's a big one.
Yeah.
Remember that being overwhelmed can really cripple your self-control and put you in that endless loop of procrastination that will keep you from your entrepreneurial goals.
Other superpowered life hacks to push you past procrastination. What online guide is anything but complete without a section for life hacks? You know, those common sense things that people know but put a hashtag on them and pretend it's a hack.
Right. Let's take a look at some life hacks that you can use to be more productive as you work through a bout of procrastination.
Surround yourself with winners. If you surround yourself with winners, then you'll be more driven to succeed. If you're starting a business from home, then look into some co-working space where others are running their businesses.
You'll find that if you surround yourself with people who are working to better themselves, then you'll end up being encouraged to do the same thing.
Put yourself in the mindset to want it. If you keep telling yourself that you have to do something, then chances are you'll think of it as a chore. When you put yourself in the mindset of wanting something, then you're going to go out and get it.
Right. Like when you tell yourself that you want ice cream, don't you just get up and get in the car and go get some ice cream? Use that same energy to fuse into your entrepreneurial spirit for the ultimate life hack of getting over procrastination.
Don't let procrastination get in the way of your dreams. It's time to break the cycle and get inspired. Imagine all the ice cream you can buy.
That would be fantastic. Make sure you subscribe to our channel for more tips for successful entrepreneurs. And don't forget to grab your free ebook by clicking the link below.
See you next time.